Monica revealed in an interview with Maverick Carter and Paul Revere that she feels underappreciated as an artist. Monica said, I'm actually a person that, for all the records I've broken, I really have never won any awards. I'm really the most forgotten if you think about it. I'm pretty much the underdog, but I sit very comfortably in it because I can still go wherever I want, do what I want, live how I want. I think this is a pretty interesting thing because Monica is a very talented person. And, does she really get her flowers? What are your thoughts on this remarks? Q, I know you're super into music and you're like our music guru here. What do you think about what she said?
You know what she said was very interesting. And for somebody who's been in the business for a very long time, this really could hurt a person's feelings, right? You see your peers, you see these new people coming out getting awards, and you've never gotten one. But I oftentimes when I have these conversations with people, I like to use the comparison of Diana Ross and Patti LaBelle, right? Like Patti LaBelle never became the mega superstar that Diana Ross became, but Patti LaBelle's still working. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those people, she never did like this, but she did like this. And Patti is still working to this day. And not that Diana Ross can't work, because when she comes out, she sells out. But people like Patti LaBelle, they still work consistently. You got some people who peak, get all the awards. You got other people who are just flatline, plateaued, consistent artists. And I think Monica is one of those artists that will be like a Patti LaBelle, who will be performing for 50 years versus someone who peaks, becomes a mega superstar, then goes and sits down somewhere. So you have to just ask yourself, what type of career do you want? Do you want the one that comes with all the accolades, or do you want the 50-year working career? And I think that Monica will be one of the girls with the 50-year working career.
All right. Al, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with Q, because I'm gonna tell you what, if Monica to me is like a touring artist, because every stop is sold out. She stays working, she stays singing. And when I think about her, I think about Brandy, I think about Monica, I think about Aaliyah, and I think about Maya. I put them all in like that same category. And the ones that kind of peaked and did better were the ones that also were able to do that crossover into main media. And I think Brandy, because they were all doing it at the same time, because Brandy was able to do it first, somewhere in there, Monica got lost, right? And I don't think that her fans liked her any less. I just feel like the label politics could have placed her where she presently is today.
Trevor Mitchell said, yes, Monica has never received many awards. They all went to Brandy and Usher during her era. Do you think people looked at her like she was the more like street, unpolished, which I'm not saying she is, but she's more like urban, right? And then it's like Brandy was the safer but
the crossover,
equally counted, right?
Well, most definitely. And, it's so funny. And Monica always talks about in interviews the Holy Trinity, which was her, Aaliyah, and Brandy. And of the three of them, Brandy and Aaliyah did cross over more into those white spaces. You had Brandy, who became the Disney girl. You know what I'm saying? So once you go Disney, that's a wrap. And then you had Aaliyah, who crossed over and was doing the movies and all of that. I'm not going to promise you that if you go into a lot of white spaces that they know Monica's music. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for white people, but I'm willing to bet, Monica's music doesn't resonate with white crowds as much as Brandy's and Aaliyah's may have at that time.
And didn't it feel like the song in the video, "The Boy Is Mine," kind of made Brandy seem like the good girl, and Monica was like the problematic, kind of like was the aggressor? Do you think that had anything to do with it?
I mean, it could be possible, but that's also because of stereotypes that are put on to Black women. You know what I'm saying? Monica does have a more sassy, traditional, sister girl attitude. And then, Brandy was media trained. And again, she was the Disney princess. So yeah, she came in, all angelic and soft. And so, I mean, all of that could have been a factor.
All right.